So what does it cost right now to renovate about $1 million home in Miami? I'm gonna walk you through some of the ideas and examples so you can see. So this right here is like the most unexpected, super expensive charge that you would not expect. So you're looking for like a door along this size, a front door on average to be around $5,000. If you have a double door, you're looking at to be closer to between $5,000 to $7,000. So a front door is one of the expenses that you really do not are like sticker shock. So come on in so I can talk to you a little bit more about what it costs to renovate a house in Miami. All right, so let's start with the most basic, the flooring. So in a lot of homes in South Florida that were built before 1978, one of the first things you're gonna wanna do is update not the flooring, but the plumbing underneath it. So you're looking for on average to do the plumbing in about, let's say a 2,000 square foot house on average, you're looking at plumbing alone to be between $20,000 and $25,000. That's just the plumb. Now we need to do the actual floors, right? So what does it cost to do floors? And it's really gonna depend on what type of floor you're getting. So if you're looking to do like a porcelain floor, you can find anywhere from less than $1 to about $3 per square foot. That's just the floor. And then you have to pay installation about another $3 per foot. So you're looking anywhere between $5 to $8 per foot just on flooring. Now, if you decide to do real wood or really good engineered hardwood, you're looking closer to $8 to $10, if not even more, on per square foot when it comes to the material, and then you also have the installation. So that is really in a house of $1 million, for the most part, most people are adding porcelain or like more affordable vinyl. They're not really putting hardwood floors, and I would not recommend to do that on a $1 million house. That's more for, I would say, an ultra luxury house. So come with me so we can see. So in houses like this, what most people are probably gonna wanna do is start tearing down walls, making more of an open floor plan. So if so, you're gonna have to pay for demolition. One of the big expenses people don't really think of is garbage. So before you start any work, just the demo alone, you have to pay to demolish, and you have to pay to throw out the garbage, because it's not that you just put it in the front and the garbage man picks it, the garbage truck picks it up. You actually have to go to specific places and throw away the products. So depending on the size of the house, you're looking anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000. For a house, we're going to use a 2,000 to 2,500 square feet today on the $1 million property. But we're looking on average, you're probably looking between closer to $3,000 to $4,000 just on demolition and garbage costs. So then one of the other big things we're going to want to do is get rid of this popcorn ceiling. So of course, you could go to Home Depot and rent the machine, but your arm will be killing you. So you're looking at just the removal of popcorn ceiling for a house of this size. Estimate about $3,000 to $5,000 is what you're looking at in just the removal of popcorn ceiling. So let's walk into the kitchen. The kitchen, we are not going to be putting IKEA cabinets. So in a kitchen of $1 million, you're going to want to do a little maybe pre-manufactured cabinet. I wouldn't recommend you go and get a carpenter and do custom made, because that would be a completely different price point. And at this type of things, many people are doing pre-manufactured. So you're looking at between, just cabinets alone, closer to $5,000 to $10,000. Appliances, you're not gonna wanna get a high-end appliance for this type of house. Those type of appliances could easily cost you $30,000 plus, but you're not gonna wanna do the cheapest one either. So what's like a middle price for all the set of appliances, your refrigerator, your oven? You're probably looking close to $15,000 for the whole set. Refrigerator, oven, microwave, and your set. That's going to be around 15 grand, and then you also have the stove. So a house of this size, a house of this price range, most people are putting quartz. That's kind of what you're seeing, and you pay for the slab. There are granite, there is marble, there are other types of stones you can put, but quartz is probably the more economical option that I see being put more now. You can estimate you're looking probably at another $3,000 to $6,000 just on the slabs. So, you know, all in all, you're looking for a kitchen full remodel of, you know, and I haven't even talked about electrical, I haven't talked about lighting, you know, just in the basics that you've seen, you're estimating easily $20,000 to $25,000. One other big expense people don't really forget are all of these faucets and the sink, and by the time you add this all up, you're looking at like $2,000 just in this and this and this. So it's those little things that like start adding up. Backsplash is actually pretty economical, they're not too much, and then you're gonna have electrical done throughout the whole house, or at the very minimum, if electrical doesn't need to be done, you're gonna wanna change all your plates. So something like changing plates, you know, it's a few cents, max $1 that you're gonna pay at Home Depot. So let's talk really quick about ACs. So an AC on a house this size, you're gonna most likely get a 5-ton. You're looking at about $10,000 right now is what we've seen, plus or minus for a good AC of 5-ton, and that including installation. And then one of the other expenses that you're gonna want to do here are your windows. So what on average is the cost for windows and for sliding doors? The impact windows, depending on which ones you get, you can range from $750 to about $1,000 per window. And then the sliding doors, you're looking at about closer to, you know, $2,000 for the sliding doors, plus or minus. So it all depends, you know, there's, in all these products, there's so many different things and targets that you could get. But that's a good example. One of the more expensive things that people really don't add on the windows is the blinds. So custom blinds or custom blackouts, or just, you know, per the window. If you have a window that's not a regular shaped window, you're gonna pay a premium on both the actual window and then when it comes to your blackout. So if you have your normal sizes, you know, you're looking at, but that alone, that bill, when, you know, you have, is easily, I don't know what it is per window, but I could tell you most total bills end up being between $10,000 to $15,000 just in like blackout blinds for the whole house. So it's an unexpected expense that's usually a surprise for a lot of people. So come on, let's go to the backyard. So on a house like this, there is no pool. So it would be to do a brand new pool. So come so you can see, it's a beautiful yard. And what are we talking about in cost of pools here? So you're looking at about a minimum spend about $40,000 for the pool. If you do a little bit more accents or like add-ons like the little beach entry, or you do over the jacuzzi, you add the heater, then, you know, that's only gonna be plus. But for a basic pool, you're looking, you know, we're not adding here like a dipping pool. This has a big yard. You easily have the space to add more. You're looking at about $40,000 plus for that. You know, one of the other things that people forget out here is what the cost of these trees are, and tree installation, or having to do landscape lighting. And those are all big costs that add up. So, you know, here, for example, a oak tree can easily cost you, you know, you're not gonna buy it of this size, it would be a lot more expensive. But if you're buying a small oak tree, you're looking at about $1,500. And then if you're looking for a, you know, like fruit trees, you're also looking at just even the small plants being a few $100s upwards. So just to get the vegetation of like nice trees all adds up. The other thing here that I would tell you to consider in a yard would be your landscape lighting. In addition, that you're, you know, for uplighting the whole yard like this will cost you close, you know, easily around $5,000 plus or minus for landscape lighting. Fencing is another thing that is a cost. The fencing, you know, depending on what type of fence you get, they have vinyl fences, you have the wood fences, and you do need to get permits for fences, keep that in mind. All right, let's go back into the house and let's talk about the bathrooms. So, one of the other things, doors. So here, real wood doors, you know, you can see here, these are real wood doors, but you're looking at real wood doors, $500 to $1,000 per door. You know, you're looking also at baseboards. There's different types of baseboards of what you're looking on a per square foot basis, also about $1 plus or minus per square foot. This house has carpet. Very few people are keeping carpet. You know, so I would say this would be part of the demolition. Carpet is very affordable. You know, it's a few $100s to $1,000. It's not per room, it's not expensive. And then let's talk about bathrooms. So come on in here. So what does it cost to renovate a bathroom? And I think one of the most surprising costs that people don't take into consideration is actually these fixtures. It's always shocking to see the price of what this, all these little fixtures add up. So you're looking just in like the faucets and the shower head and everything, easily $2 to $3 grand, because they charge you $600 for this piece, $200 for this piece, so it starts adding up. You have a prefabricated vanity here. If you do custom, you're looking at a lot more. So vanity like this, if you get it at a place like a Wayfair, you're looking at $2,500. But if you're looking at a place that's more like pre-made or like custom, it's easily $3,000 to $5,000. Then you have the cost of your light fixtures. You're looking between $500 to $1,000 depending on where you're getting it. And then the cost of a toilet, for the most part, $500 to $1,000. Your glass door, another $1,000, and then you have your tile, right? Your tile all throughout, plus the plumber that needs to come and install all of this. So by the time you finish adding up, what does a normal bathroom cost? Easily right now in a house of this type of size, you're looking around $15,000 plus or minus. This is a primary bathroom. A smaller bathroom, you're looking closer to $10,000 plus or minus. That's one big, item to keep in mind. In this type of bathroom, the same thing. You have the tile and everything, so you're estimating about $10,000 plus or minus, and then the primary is more closer to $15,000. Oh, I completely forgot. Closets. What does a closet cost? So a closet is one of those items that is also, if you go into a house that's either new construction or you go to a house that's like a flipper's coming in, usually closets are not included or finished. It's normally a cost that the owner has to bring on. A closet obviously can depend on how finished it wants to be. So here's a perfect example of the most basic type of closet you can get. This is obviously a very easy and more economical fix. Or you could do a more custom closet, where this is like a place that like a container store can do, and these can easily cost around $5,000 plus or minus. And then you also have like ones that are custom made, so in a house like this, you're probably going to container store of a similar store that's going to be able to have them like pre-made, and then you just design it all to your fitting, and you're looking at about plus or minus $5 grand for this, depending on size, of course. So the other big thing we haven't talked about is the roof. So what does a roof for a house of this size cost? And it really depends on the material that you get. If you get metal, or you get shingle, or you end up getting tile. So a house like this one has shingle, and a shingle roof will cost right now for a 2,000 square foot house, you're looking closer to $20,000 plus or minus. And that's like a 15-year warranty. So that kind of gives you an estimate right now. Don't hold me to the exact numbers. Everything's going to determine on where you go, because you could go to places like Home Depot and Lowe's, or you could go to online stores, or you could go to like more nicer places in different, different parts of Miami or different parts of stores where you can also get like good deals and nicer items. So it's all really going to depend on the place you go, as well as the finishes you get. And hopefully this provided you some value on what we are seeing as a real estate professional on the ground, on what costs are about, plus or minus for the certain areas of what updating a house could be. Costs have definitely gone up, but it's still doable to do. And what I would recommend for you, if you are looking to update a property, is you don't have to do it all at once. Especially if you are in a single family home, you could start with projects of like, okay, I'm gonna only do the interior, I'm gonna only do the kitchen. You don't have to do it all at once. And what you see is many homeowners break it up into segments. If you are in a condo, you kind of have to do it all at once, and mainly because you're pulling permits, and it's just really hard to pull permits and demolish just the kitchen, and then the bathroom. It's a little more difficult when it comes to elevators and having to pull permits. Keep in mind, every municipality is different in what permit is required for each item. So I would say, talk to your real estate expert or to your contractors if, permits are needed or not. But again, hope this was of value. And if you need any real estate help, my team and I are happy to help you. Joanna Jimenez with the Opes Group at Compass.